And welcome back, fellow adventurers, to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, when we left off, we had been thrown around in time and space, and we're in what Dorian believes is still Redcliffe Castle, although the amount of red lyrium here is suggestive that we're not in the same time anymore, while we're at least somewhat in the same place. By the way, I'm still not quite satisfied, that's the word, with the audio of some of the previous videos, so I've tweaked it again. We'll see if this is a little bit more to my liking. I want a little bit more balance between my volume and the game's volume. Alright, let's explore. We're clearly in the dungeons of the castle. And again, I believe that this area with the various cells is the exact same layout as in the original game. In fact, I believe this cell right here was originally occupied by, and now his name escapes me, the mage that Vexus helped out at the very, very beginning of the first game, and who ended up being the one who poisoned Arl Eamon. Oh, that's going to bother me now that I can't remember his name. But anyway, and I think, the same statues are here as well. It's a nice touch that they've made sure to recreate the overall layout of the castle. The upper cell area. As I happen to pass by. Because after all, I won't be able to come back here. This is another one of those one-shot areas. There's a lot of... I don't think this was here originally. All of the dragon-like banners here. As you saw with the throne that the Magister was sitting on, was surrounded by statues of Mabari hounds. That's much more of a Ferelden decoration. Oh, hello. Lysas.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Lysas. Hello? Do you remember me?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
He seems out of it. Weird. Anything else around here? Nope. Just keep making our way up and up. More of the weird Venatori guards.
Stay back! It's trapped!
Oh, nice going, Dorian. As in previous games, by the way, when you have it on easier modes, friendly fire is turned off. I'm going to go check the other way that we saw down here before I go out that way. Friendly fire is turned off, so you can have mages casting big area of effect spells near your allies, and it's no problem. Whereas if you do it on hard mode, you have to really be careful to not get your allies caught in the blast range.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Okay. Seems like pretty much a dead end this way. Okay, so we didn't really miss anything. We'll go back the other way. We can come back to that hall. It looks like we have a choice of directions. And as usual, just by default, unless we have reason to do otherwise, we'll just go to the left first. More and more cells. There's more cells here, I think, than were in the original castle. So it could have been that the Magister added those in this time period, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Back down to the lower cell level again. That way is blocked. Most of the cells, though, are empty. Definitely has the right kind of spooky vibe. So I went that way, went that way. Head up. Let's try the other direction. Doors within doors.
I hear you.
I recognize that voice. Oh. Blackwall. There you are.
Andraste, have mercy. You shouldn't be here. The dead should rest in peace.
Last I checked, I'm alive.
It's really me, and I'm definitely not dead, Blackwall.
I was there. I saw you fall. Alexius' spell left nothing but ash.
You skipped over too much. Look at the poor man. Alexius' spell didn't kill us. It sent us forward in time. That's how we survived.
Forward in time? I don't understand.
You're not the only one. Just come help me fight Alexius, and maybe we fix all this.
Maybe I've just gone mad. If what you say is true, then this... everything I've been through, everything about this nightmare, is a mistake.
I should have been here, but we'll set things right.
Now I know I've gone mad. To set all this right. You can't imagine the things that happened after you died. The Elder One had the Orlesian Empress killed. And in the chaos that followed, his demon army invaded. The Inquisition was crushed. Anyone who refused to convert was killed. There's nothing left out there.
Okay, so definitely post-apocalyptic era is what we're living in here.
Let's make Alexius pay for what he's done.
Fine by me.
So as you might suspect, the people who you chose, the two companions besides Dorian who you choose to take along with you, are the ones that you will find here. So there's some replay value in this particular quest if you're curious as to how each member will react to suddenly seeing you alive again.
Is someone there?
Yeah, then there he is. Hey, Solus.
You're alive. We saw you die.
The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? You could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
Of course, Solus is used to strange forms of magic, so he kind of accepts it, you know, right off the bat, as opposed to the skepticism that Blackwall had.
You look bad. Is there anything I can do to help?
I am dying, but no matter. If you can undo this, they can all be saved. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass.
We'll have to go up. I've heard the guards saying that Alexius barricaded himself in the throne room.
You notice that both Blackwell and Solus have this weird red tint about them. Same, pretty much, tint as the red lyrium. I'm sure that's not a coincidence. Oops. Oh, not down. I need to go... There we go. Okay, nothing interesting here besides some loot. We do need to find a way, though, to bring down that drawbridge. So I'm going to check down here one more time, see if there's some kind of switch. Nope. These are the two places we found our companions. Any switches here? See some torture equipment, but no switches. Oh, some more loot. As you might expect on harder difficulties, these places have a lot more enemies stacked inside of them. Here it's a bit more of an eerie exploration kind of thing. Maybe it's over this side and I just missed it. Barricaded door, blocked door. Oh, Fiona.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
1 year for the entire world to go to hell in a handbasket.
I must have missed out on a lot during that year.
You must beware. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must Try! Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly, before the Elder One learns you're here.
Alright, so new objective. Find Liliana. I still don't see a switch, but we can check to see if the drawbridge is down now. So, the idea of the Red Lyrium here is pretty much the same that we saw at the end of Dragon Age 2. After Knight
Red
Commander
Lyrium
Meredith.
is an infection. Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Indeed. Just like at the Knight Commander Meredith, when she, eventually after being infected with the Red Lyrium and trying to use it, she became Red Lyrium. Oh, yep, here comes the drawbridge.
They must be here somewhere.
I'm right here, actually.
Watch out!
Looks like some predatory archers as well now.
If this madness is to be undone, we must focus on Alexius.
Some loot and something we can read. Let's see. A prayer to the new God. Praise his name, who has risen from the darkness. Praise his name, who has striven for the light. Praise his name, who has walked the golden city. Praise his name. The old gods are no more. The Maker never was. The new God is among us. Praise his name. Another blocked door there. Ah, alas, we have no rogue, so we cannot open that door. Though, you know, thankfully, you never have to worry about any of those doors having mission-critical things attached to it. Every class basically has certain ways that they can open extra doors for, you know, extra goodies. So for locked doors, you need to have a rogue. For, let's say, something that might look like this that needs to be bashed open, if you're a warrior or have a warrior, they can do that. And mages are able to energize certain portals to either open or close certain doors. Torture chambers. Oh, fun. Yes, I agree. This looks like a torture chamber. Still with victims around.
There is no Maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make him a god.
Oh! There is no god but the Elder One. The Maker is dead. Say it!
Never. I'll die a good Andrastian before living a second as one of you.
Ugh. Sounds nasty.
Enemy! What
Oops. Got caught in a nasty blast there. Oh, there. I didn't actually see him there. He must be the head torturer.
Our mother. Where was your Maker when you needed him most?
I think that may have been the cleric who we saw get punched out by the Templars in Val Rayo. So, whether it's the original timeline or this one, she just can't get a break. Fortunately, we do plan to undo all of this. Blackwell, do you mind? Thank you. We're getting a good amount of some interesting loot items. I'll have to check those out at some point later. Okay, we came up that way, so we need to go this way.
How did Trevelyan know of the sacrifice at the temple? Answer!
Never.
Ah! There's no use to this defiance, little bird. There's no one left for you to protect.
You're wasting your breath.
Ah! Talk! The Elder One demands answers.
He'll get used to disappointment.
Ah!
That's Liliana's voice.
You will break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive.
Well, that was impressive.
Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I like how she's just like, no backstory needed. I'm good.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Indeed. I mean, Liliana looks like she's aged about 50
What
years.
happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Alright, we have a key. Huh. That's a banner for the Templars. What's it doing down here? Once again, we have that weird dragon and serpent symbol. With Inquisitors, of course, put up on these racks. I don't remember this being in the castle either, with a huge chasm.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
This is, by the way, a time where you do actually get Liliana to be on your side, although you cannot control her even while she's helping to fight for you. She's always completely AI controlled. But it's nice because we don't have a rogue in the party, so she kind of balances us out. Close up the rift. Seems that while he's taken over the world, the Elder One has done nothing to repair the damage to the Faith. So it must still serve his purpose in some way. Did it go up? Oh, I thought maybe it clanged back down again. I thought we were stuck, but no, we can backtrack.
The Magister
still.
needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea.
It's like not everyone is being imprisoned or tortured. Some sound like they're serving
Alexius can't have wanted this.
the Elder One of their own free will, such as using people to call forth demons. And that's actually the idea of someone, of killing someone to bring forth demons. That's a theme that actually will come back into play later in the story. Which way should we go? We have a door there, and we have a big open area this way. Oh, no, no, no. It's mostly just water. Okay. Let's have a quick look then. This part of the castle, I think I do remember. Go. Oh, hey, there is a sky, and it's
The breach!
broken.
It's...
Everywhere.
The veil is shattered. There is no boundary now between the world and the Fade.
You remember Solus almost wistful about wondering if there could ever be a time when there was no veil. This is kind of his dream turned into a nightmare. Although you do have to kind of wonder, if the veil is completely torn open, then why are there rifts here at all? I guess you could say that perhaps it's that the veil is in tatters, so there's still pieces of it that you can have rifts in. But almost seems like, what's the point? There's another one right over here. You see those colored circles on the ground there? I think those are the areas where, if you step into them, time either speeds up or slows down. Oh, we just got ourselves a Steam, well, not Steam achievement, but we got ourselves a game achievement called Demon Slayer. Must have killed a certain number of demons at this point in the game. Oh, nope, nothing this way. Let's try again. There we are. The Upper Royal Wing. I wonder who that's a portrait of. Could be a younger Eamon.
I am not a child. I can resist you.
Is that
I
Connor?
am.
Nope, not that way. Connor, are you over here?
No!
Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist.
What a terrible waste.
You may have only seen the last little part there because I accidentally went the wrong way in the hallway. But basically Connor commits suicide rather than succumb to the demons that are trying to get him. Poor man. We have this thing we can read here. Spellbinder's Journal. With every failed time spell, the Magister grows a bit more paranoid. Or perhaps it's not paranoia, since the Elder One really will kill him for his failures. The distinction hardly matters. After the 10th failure, he began locking himself in the Great Hall during his waking hours. After the 20th, he had the foot soldiers excavate a shard doorway from parts unknown and painstakingly install it in the castle. Now his most trusted assistants can only see him if we all go at once, together, which we must do twice a day to bring him his meals, as he never leaves that room at all. So it sounds like the Elder One is trying to get the Magister to perfect his twisted time magic, but he's not being successful at it. I think there was something else we could read in the other room. And some loot. Yes. Alexius's journal. This appears to be Alexius's journal. This is the final entry. Nothing works. I have tried countless times to go back before the Conclave explosion, before Felix's caravan was attacked by Darkspawn, before the Venatori first arrived in Manrathrus, without success. The breach is the wellspring that makes this magic possible, and travel outside of its timeline is impossible. The Elder One's demand that I change the events of the Conclave can never be fulfilled. He may kill me for failing him, but I must protect Felix from his wrath. Ah, 2 revelations there. Felix's apparent illness seems to have something to do with the Darkspawn taint. And also, the reason that no one has ever used this time travel magic before appears to be that it's tied with the appearance of the breach. And now the time travel is linked to the existence of the breach in the timeline. So that actually answers a few questions that we might have about this whole time travel magic existing. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Oh, duh. It's the same room. It just had 2 doors. More portraits. Still of who knows who.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Liliana is just not in a backstory or exposition mood today. I hear more rift activity.
On your feet!
Yep. Let's get down. Jump. Looks like the demons are not really caring about whether they attack us or they attack the Venatori. Second wave incoming. Unfortunately, Black Ball is getting to be a pretty solid machine at taking them out. You might think that because I spent a lot of time playing before I went to this mission, that it would be super duper easy. But many of these quests actually will, at the moment that you activate them, they will take the average character level of your party.
The Magister's grown paranoid. He's barricaded himself in there and will not come out.
They will take the average level of your party and then scale the enemies up to that level. So there'll always be a challenge. I guess the only way that you would get around it is if you activated a quest on the war room, but then you backed off and then went and leveled up some more.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around.
Okay, so let's try out some of these side doors. We already have full potions still, so we will leave that supply cache in case we need it.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs!
Enchanter, no. Now I just have to deal with the guards. Oops. I think one of us accidentally stepped into a time distortion there.
I could really go for some light reading.
Yes, we appear to be in... what, library? Maybe what's left of one. Most of it seems to have been ruined. You can see a lot of boards and stuff. I mean, there's evidence of how much construction has been going on around here. Alright, loot here. No key that I can see. We'll have to check over, see if the enchanter left anything behind. But for being a library, there's nothing really here to read. It's not that I can see. Nope. Ah, well. We do have some loot packets left.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
My guess is this is going to be the key to that main door, but it's one of 5 pieces. Remember that in Alexius's journal he said only when all of his trusted servants together would come would he let them into the room.
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste. They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground.
Alright, Dorian, I'll follow your advice. After all, I'm a spellcaster, so it makes sense to me on the high ground. There's the main guy, so we'll attack him first.
Get that enchanter!
Oops. I should have known better than to stay in that spell circle. That's what potion is for. That was hilarious.
Back me up!
The guard was coming up right next to me, and then Blackwell caught him with a grappling hook and dragged him off the mountain.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
That was pretty badass, Blackwell. Oops, spell circle. Stay away from that. There's the next piece of the key. Alright, last of the enchanter's lingering spells have just gone away. So, you know, this is basically a fetch quest. And by the way, I was asked in a previous video comment about whether to do the Red Lyrium quest for Varric, and there's also the finishing up the Relics of the Wardens for Blackwall. A lot of the companion quests are actually just fetch quests. They do have a purpose in that every time you gather something from one of their personal fetch quests, they give you a good amount of approval. So it's not like they're a waste of time. However, for Let's Playing purposes, they're not the most exciting, because you're literally just going around finding these things and just destroying them, and then the companion will have one line about, you know, that takes care of that, or thank you for doing that, or something so forth. They don't really have much of a narrative to them. So I'm kind of hesitant to actually do them on camera. I may do them off camera just to get the approval rating up, because that unlocks new dialogue options for the characters. Oh, can't get in there, it's locked. And Liliana will not open it for us because she's not interested. So we'll have to go back out this way. Now that said, there are some companion quests that do have a narrative to them, and those are the ones I will definitely do on camera. Every companion will have at least one narrative quest that's all about them and their backstory or their character arc. Also, while every companion also has a unique romance quest that you can only do if you are romancing the character, it actually turns out that Josephine is the only romance option who has 2 separate romance quests. So we'll be doing both of them. Alright, next door. If we were on harder difficulty, we would most definitely probably need all of those supply caches, but we don't in this case.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Nothing here. Ah, something we can read. Oh no, it's a schematic. Never mind. We can use to craft a new weapon if we want to. There's got to be a key in here. This looks like an important door. There he is.
Come to me!
Managed to get off that fire serpent spell just as I was killing. 2 more to go. And here's what I mean. Here we have the bash symbol. This is accessible with a warrior. So we will temporarily take control of Blackwall. Have him bash the door down. Thank you, Blackwall. Still have some enemies out on the outside. Oh, over here. Let's just take those out, or else they'll just keep triggering our animation. Combat. There we go. We could bash through here as well. Interesting. No. Looks like this is just where the guards were hiding out. Blackwell, if you could indulge us one more time. Thank you. Oops. Excuse me. Alright. What do we have here to read? Studies on the Blight. Introduction of Blight to prisoners yields no discernible pattern. Disease progresses erratically. Some subjects die within hours, despite all efforts. Others show no symptoms at all. Subjects may harbor some natural resistance, which makes isolation and testing a priority. A later entry follows. 6 more subjects died. Transfusions of blood from resistant prisoners slow the rate of corruption only slightly. Healthy flesh taken from live subjects and implanted in the infected will often die even before corruption spreads to it. In cases where implantation is successful, blight corruption spreads across donor flesh faster than host flesh. Prisoner Liliana has been the most useful source of resistant blood and skin to date. Ugh. No wonder she looks so messed up. Looks like Solus has a level up. And we know that there are different levels of resistance because, of course, in the first game when Vexus Warden did the joining, there was very different reactions to what happened when the Darkspawn blood was given to the Warden recruits. Some, as soon as they ingest the blood, will just die immediately. Whereas others will be able to resist it, and they're the ones who become the Grey Wardens. And I don't think really an explanation has ever really been given as to why. This is a wine cellar. Ah, there's some loot. Okay, I think we were heading this way. Alright, we're back in... No, we're not in the main courtyard yet. That's where I want to get to, see where are the other unopened doors. We've been here already? I think we have. Yeah, I already got that loot chest. Try again. Oh yeah, this is the library. Library with no books. This goes down to it. Yeah, here we are. Okay, where have not we gone? Can't make my way around here. We just need 2 more. Ah, I see an unopened door. Good.
Are they praying? Let's try to take them by surprise.
There he is. Gotcha.
Cover the stairs!
Oh, no, that was one of the guards. There's... I should have known you'd be at the pulpit. It's alright, we got him. Definitely looks like there's some former Templars as well who are now Venatori.
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
So we have some twisted religious ceremony going on here. Could have climbed that ladder, I guess, if we wanted to, again, shoot from above. But I don't think this actually... Yeah, there's no actual doors on that upper level, so we won't worry about it now. Okay, one more door? Well, this is where we came in. I want to make sure I don't backtrack too much. Where haven't we gone? Just need one more. It's always that last one, you know? Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, I remember those portraits there. That would be backtracking. Definitely don't want to spend all our time doing that. Oops. Sorry, Aurora. Ah,
Let's
there
head
was
back to the
one
main
in
hall.
Main room.
I think I know how we'll open that door.
That was lucky. I actually didn't remember where it was. Okay.